Hello, I'm Priscilla Archangel, and my leadership insight for you today is leading in a no-wake zone. You've just been appointed to a new position. There's a lot to be done, and you're excited about the role and anxious to move forward with your challenges. So you take some time and you assess the situation, you understand the challenges that are around you, and then you're ready to move forward to make some quick wins. So you sit down with your team, you sit down with your colleagues and roll out your initiatives and plans. But the response that you get is just a bit muted. They're not quite excited. So you reconnect with some of them after the meeting, you take some time to meet with them one-on-one, and you find out bit by bit that you're getting a combination of overt and covert resistance to your plans. What's happened? You've hit a no-wake zone. Now, what is a no-wake zone? In lakes and in rivers, these zones exist somewhere near the shoreline for three reasons. One is to indeed protect that shoreline from turbulence in the water that will erode the shoreline. The second reason is to protect the aquatic life in the water. And the third reason is to protect boats that may be docked nearby. And if there's too much turbulence in the water, the boats may bob up and down and hit one another. And so the objective is, in a no-wake zone, you must move so slow, just barely enough to be able to steer and make a little bit of headway. But you can't go fast enough to make any turbulence in the water behind you in your boat. So in leadership, a no-wake zone is basically when you are moving so slow that it seems almost perceptible that you're making any progress at all. Why? Because to move any faster ruffles feathers in the environment. To move any faster creates resistance to those around you, to anything that you're trying to do in terms of making change in your organization. To operate in a no-wake zone, you have to observe three particular cautions. First is protect the shoreline. Now, that is like the culture of the organization. That's the social fabric of the organization. And to lead in a no-wake zone and protect the shoreline, you must frame your objectives in the context of the existing culture to make sure that your mission and your purpose and your values protect that existing culture, at least for the time being. The second thing to remember is to respect the aquatic life. Now, these are the people in the organization, and it's important to let them know that you respect them, that you understand the value that they add and the skill sets they bring, and that you want them to continue to contribute to the organization in important ways. The third thing to be careful of is beware of the boats. Now, the boats are other leaders that are operating in the same space. All of you have initiatives that you're trying to drive forward in the organization, but you must manage conflicts, you must make sure that there's alignment, and make sure that they are appropriately prioritized for the good of the entire organization. So by now you're probably wondering, how does this advance the objectives that I've been hired to accomplish? How can I really make any progress when I have to move so imperceptibly slow? But the key is, by first demonstrating that you understand the environment that you're operating in, that you respect that environment, that will give you the basis for moving forward much more quickly in the future. Leading in a no-wake zone. Thanks for listening.